This is Gardy with Clear Life Media, Clear Life Combat. I have a guest that's zooming in. I'm going to let them introduce themselves, and we're going to find out everything they have going on. Hey, how's it going?
What's up, brother, man? This is Jeremy, Mr. AKA Baby Leg. I'm just glad to be here with you, brother. Thank you for inviting me.
So one of the reasons that we have you on is Hardstyle ran this I don't even know if I'd call it a competition, but they ran this thing where people were sharing some of their stories, and it was my Hardstyle moment. There was a lot of really inspirational things that popped up, and I talked to Max with Hardstyle, and he was like, dude, have you heard of Jeremy Dotson? And actually I had seen your story, and I'm gonna let you share some of that, but that was a thing where you came out on top. He was like, I don't know how anybody's gonna beat that perseverance and that kind of story. So let me know what you got. What happened?
As far as what, like the accident or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 2023, June 12th, man. 5 days before my birthday, I was out on my bike. I had just came back from planning something for my birthday, a ride out with some guys. And I was on the freeway. I was in Austin. And I was on 35 and came into some traffic that was stopped. So I ended up stopping, but I normally don't. I don't normally just get straight over to the shoulder. Well, I was working my way over as it was stopped. I just was slowly getting to the slow lane so I can get to the shoulder. And as soon as I got in that slow lane to take the shoulder, man, a car, because when it stopped, you still got cars coming up to it. So he was just coming. I had to be about 55, 60 miles an hour, and I'm barely rolling at like 2 miles an hour. And as soon as I get over there, he just smacks me right and throw me about 400 feet. I don't know how high in the air, but it was nice. It was a nice little, a nice little ride up there. And soon as I landed, as soon as it happened, my foot was gone like from impact because I could just feel some burning going on. Everything was so fast. It was burning. Then I felt myself flying. Then I didn't even feel myself land. I just blinked and I was on the ground. And then next thing you know, I was just on like the most excruciating pain you could ever think of. But from there, just went to the hospital, got it cut off, and then I had about four surgeries. So I had one where they took the actual foot off at the ankle. Um, and when they took it off at the ankle, they put me on like a wound vac. If you know anything about wound vacs, they hurt. They hurt extremely bad. But because it's all day, just a suction all day, and it's just like imagine, being in a vacuum something all day. Anyway, so the day before my birthday, that's when they finally did the final cut and fold and sew and everything. So yeah, it was fun. I woke up on my birthday and they took all my meds away. I don't know why they did that, but they did it.
Right.
And yeah, it was crazy. So I woke up in the most excruciating pain. I had to get like a nerve blocker, but that pain started like at 7. I didn't get the nerve blocker until about 2:30. Yeah, so if you just imagine a full force of pain of them just sawing off your bone, it was crazy. So, and that was that's how that happened, and we're here today though. I'm still living, still kicking, you know.
What was life like before, even when it comes to like training or just like, work or fun, family, and then how has it changed and evolved now?
As far as everyday life, it's I would say it's very similar still, but there's different things like I got my little girl now, so it's when you just imagine, you get up, you got to use the restroom or something like that. You wake up in the morning or middle of the night, you just want to go to the restroom. You don't want to think about having to grab some crutches or put on a foot. So those different things, I guess mostly right now it's a mental battle. Just trying to not trying to find all the little problems that you can find. You know what I mean? But far as it's still the same. So even when I go train, it's a little different because I'm used to my foot and the movements I had with it. But I'm doing my best to adapt. Shout out to Jeremy over there. We at War. We're trying to get some things together. So I did find a bonus in jujitsu though. No more heel hooks on that side. No more knee bars. So I'm never stuck in guard. I'm never stuck in mount. Like I can maneuver. So it's a little bit of a bonus in that aspect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your goals when it came to I guess martial arts, combat sports, MMA, jiu-jitsu before, and then you know, I don't think that it's. I mean, I'll let you speak on this, but I mean, things evolve, right? But I mean, you're still out there competing at a very high level. But what was your goals before, and then I guess what has that evolved into now?
Uh, Previously, I guess before post accident or pre accident, I just wanted to compete, and I was aiming toward trying to go and get some belts and do things like that, and see how far I can take it. It's something I really love. Um, and now it's still the same goals. Like I said, there's minor things I can't do. I guess So like for us MMA, I'm not gonna say my future isn't bright in there anymore, but it's not the same. So to think that I could compete on the same level as a guy that can throw a spinning back kick, you know what I mean? It's not the same. Not saying that we can't get in there and scrap and have a good time and I can come out on top, but it's a little different. But far as jumping directly like into some jiu-jitsu tournaments and like going straight boxing at right now, that's more the target. It's more of a I can have a lot more prosperity in those fields rather than MMA. Even though I'm still going to take a couple MMA fights just because I just want to show that heart of a lion in there. But my main focus now, I guess, rather than MMA and adding all those different things together, is just I'm going towards the boxing and jiu-jitsu realm.
That's I mean, that's a huge life changing, experience. Was there ever any thoughts about quitting martial arts, and then I guess how did you overcome that if you had those?
Um, no, I never thought about quitting martial arts ever. Like I was laying in the hospital just thinking about how I could get back to it. I was on crutches in the hospital with my boy Chain, doing mitts. Like 2 days after I had my accident. So it was. I never thought about quitting ever. I just was trying to figure out how I could still get it done. I never thought about quitting at all. I got a no quit mentality. Even if I hate myself while I'm doing it, I just won't quit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, War has I mean, there's a lot of MMA fighters, there's high level jiu-jitsu, athletes, but it's a really good training room. Also, I saw a post Coach Copley put out there about, there's a lot of girls with some fights. Hey, if you're a
yeah,
female in the area, come on in. Talk to me a little bit about War. What's the room like there? What's the atmosphere like, and just the overall feel?
at War, it's one of the best in the world, man. You got all kind of great talent that comes through there. We have great talent that's already there. We got Charlie Alvarez, we got Trevin Giles. We got a lot of up and coming guys like Karan Reed. We got great coaches there. And if you're looking for all around training that gets you ready for what you need to go to battle, is definitely there. And even the females, I seen that group grow, from two or three to now it's a room. They almost can take up a whole little room by themselves, and they can get some great quality training. So you got Rain, you got Mia McGraw. I hope I'm not saying that wrong, but I know her first name is Mia.
Yeah.
But you got her. You got all of those the great talents, and then you have a lot of people that come in and train with them as well. So it's a great room to be around. If you're looking for some great training, you can definitely get it there. And one thing I do love about my gym is it's not a soft gym.
Right.
So when you walk in, be ready to train. We're not necessarily trying to kill each other in there because we're teammates and we love one another, but we are testing each other every day and pushing each other to the limits. And that's just a motto. If you're not iron sharpens iron.
Yeah. Going back to a potential MMA fight, I know you said the focus right now, boxing, jiu-jitsu, taking those matches. How far in the future do you think that would be before you make that decision to step in the cage, and what kind of thought process goes into feeling that you're ready?
As far as the time frame, I told Jeremy, I was like, this year we're gonna make it happen. Um, somebody's gonna sign that line. And I don't want to go against another amputee. I want to go against a full able body, and I don't want nobody to try to take it easy. Hey, listen, I'm here to fight, so let's make it a great show. So I told him this year I want to make it happen. I'm shooting for maybe two, you know. And I told him, I said, we'll see how it goes from there. Like, even if it goes great, like I said, boxing is more practical, that I can actually show my true skills, should I say my full range of skills rather than an MMA match, just hopping around. Um, but to prepare for that, it's a difficult thing, because I want to train with the prosthetic on, but like you have to literally go those hours without it, and figure out, all right, how can you do this? And, from the bell, do you hop out? You kind of, what I say is take a soft knee and try to compete in that, on the ground and make it dirty that way, so it's a lot of game planning that comes into it, just like any other fight. Any other time you go into a fight, you got a game plan for it. I guess this time is more or less game planning for me more than it would be game planning for an opponent. I think it's just a little bit more game planning for myself rather than trying to figure out how that person fights, because I can eliminate a lot by just making it a ground game.
Right.
So his striking may not even be a problem for me. The stand up, like for a slipping or kind of spinning something that he might throw. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a process, but we're gonna get it done.
There was a match that you had, combat sports coverage, and that event took place at Paradigm. Um, was that jumping into that match, was it easy for you to find a match? Because I could see how someone could maybe have issues like game planning for you,
Yeah.
or, walk me through that, and then through the match as well. How did that go?
Man, after I got healed up and I got back into training and I was able to, start getting ready, I just put out a PBA online. I was like, man, listen, anybody, I had a goal last year of getting 3 in before the end of the year, and I put that out in like August, and I was like August, July, August, somewhere in there. And I was like, listen, I need 3 matches before the end of the year, and I don't care who it is, where it is, when it is. I just need it. And so I ended up getting that one, and I had another one in College Station, and then I had one more set up, but then the guy fell out, and I was like, man. But yeah, so getting ready for that was great. Man, even competing in it, it was the best thing that happened to me. It helped me in so many ways mentally. Because it helped me get to that conquerors mode again. Because for a while, you feel defeated a little bit. You kind of look down and you got a leg just hanging there. You know what I mean? So, but to be able to go out there and compete, get the win and show some skills and still be able to put forth 95% of what I can put in on the ground. It was great. It was great.
Hey, talk to me about hardstyle, because I think I saw a picture that you had shared. Yeah, you got one of the gis, and
Oh man,
it's a cool
yeah.
package. How you liking it?
Man, I love that gi. That I was looking at it. I look at that thing almost every day. That dog on the inside, I was like, man, they should have put this on the back, like that on the outside. Like, but it's perfect because it's one of those it's like sneak attacks in the inside. But that is comfortable, is fit, is made with good quality, material. Is very very nice. I shout out to Hardstyle for that, man. Yeah, and you mentioned that competition earlier, but yeah, I saw him posted and. And actually, I didn't even see him posted. Someone else tagged me in it and was like, "Yo, Jeremy, you should. He should be the one to win this." And I saw it, and I was like, "What is this?" I looked at it, and I was like, "All right, let me just maybe submit myself, and see what happens." And I wasn't necessarily. I felt like a lot of people had better, overcoming stories than me, but apparently mine stuck out. So I appreciate them for giving me that win on that. It was great. It was great. I like that.
Yeah, I have one of those gis too. Yeah, the Doberman gi on the inside. It's
Yeah,
sick. I wear it all the time. I wear it all the time
yeah,
too. Yeah,
yeah. It's dope. It's dope for sure.
yeah, yeah. Going back, yeah, I talked to Max with Hardstyle, and he was just like, dude, how's somebody gonna outdo? It was like the very beginning of the competition. Like things had just opened. He's like, I don't know how anybody's gonna gonna beat this or top this. Because
Yeah.
it's a truly inspirational story. Have you had anybody reach out to you? I don't know, maybe not similar stories or similar stories, but just coming to you for advice, or have you had that opportunity to be to, I guess, sew back into to others?
Yes, for sure. Especially when it comes to like in the motorcycle community. Um, I've had many people reach out to me, on IG. Some that always reach out, and I'm always gonna, answer a message as long as it's not something silly. But I'm always gonna, give you advice or give you whatever it is that I can give, and I'll even ask you about something that maybe you're going through that might help me. But I just went to a bike meet. Was it 2 days ago? And a guy came and was like, "Hey man, I know you from Instagram." He was like, "I just lost my leg about less than a year ago. I'm back riding." He was like, "You help motivate me to get back riding and just keep pushing forward." So I get those a lot, and man, that it makes me it warms my heart, should I say, to be able to give that feeling to someone else, and that someone else gave to me. Uh, it's bittersweet when the more I hear, it's like, man, another one, another. You know what I mean? Not like another person coming up, but just another person that just had to get some, an amputation or something. So it sucks to be in that spot, but it's great to see that people continue to persevere. I even got a acronym that I'm trying to work on pushing. It's called AMPT, AMPT, right? Amputee motorcyclists persevering together. So trying to put that together and keep everybody in a tight knit group.
That's cool. So you
Yeah.
you still get to ride a lot. What is it about, I guess, riding and motorcycles that just, I guess, drew you in?
Yeah, I literally just posted a video with like a this sound bite, and he was saying about like 7,000 RPMs, how everything just kind of just fades and it just goes into a blur. It's something I don't know what it is. It's either you love it or you not or you don't. But to be on a motorcycle and you can have a worrisome day, you can have a bad day, but as soon as you get out and ride, like every single thing just it's just gone. And maybe because all your attention has to be on everything, that you're when you're riding, you have to be full attention. So that could be part of it, but it's just the enjoyment. I can't. It's hard to explain. It's hard to explain. But when you're moving through, it feel like space time is just like it's just so freeing.
Yeah, I
It
don't
just
ride.
takes 20 minutes.
I don't ride motorcycles, but I would say jujitsu or martial arts kind of is the same way, because whenever you're in that situation,
Yeah,
you're trying to defend a choke or someone's trying to take your arm off. There's really not much else you can think about, and
yeah.
it's
But
funny.
that,
Yeah, it's a stress relief, I guess, if you will, just from everyday things that can bring us down.
yeah. And that's why
it's
when
fun.
I was when I first got out the hospital, I came to the house, and I still had an open wound, and Jerry would come pick me up. I was like, man, come pick me up, man, and take me to the gym. And I would go to the gym and I would do a little bit because I couldn't get super sweaty or nothing like that, with the risk of infection and all that. But I would do something, and I would train a little bit. And like you said, jujitsu was my out for it is my out, even though I still ride, or like anything with combat sports is my out. When it comes to stress, it's a super stress reliever. I can tell when I haven't been in a few days. I,
Yeah,
I get a little jittery, man.
yeah. I saw you had posted, or you had mentioned Karan Reed earlier, and I was gonna say I saw Karan had posted he had a fight coming up. The guy pulled out, but he's getting another fight. Karan's had
Yep.
some interesting luck. I remember it was Paradigm Combat Sports, their event. They did weigh-ins, face-offs, and everything, and then the dude didn't show up to the on fight night. He was there and then just didn't go. But he's had a when it comes to opponents, not the best luck. And
Yeah.
I'm a fan of Karan, and I know that he's gonna step in there with anybody or whatever. But
Yeah, I think with him and his opponents, like Karan's a cool dude, but he comes with a level of aggression and a level of like almost insanity that could scare somebody. You know what I mean? It's almost like the Alex Pereira effect. Like he seems cool, calm, and collected, but to stand across from him and have to like throw blows with him, it can scare a lot of people. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But and it sucks though because you got guys that I'm not gonna say lower level, but when I say lower level, I mean like he's not in the UFC just yet. He'll get that call soon, But when you get up there, you got a lot more guys that's willing to take that fight and bite down and get in there. A lot of guys here, they'll pull just for a sprained toe, or a sore thumb, and whatever it might be. But he is definitely somebody that you better be on your P's and Q's when you fight.
Yeah.
I
Cause
train with him all the time, and I'm always talking junk to each other because I just want to push him to his maximum, and I want him to make me better and push me to my maximum.
yeah.
So that's my boy, that's my brother.
Well, another thing about Karan, he's not scared to call you out or post the trash talk in the stories. That's what he did because the dude had messaged back and he was like, "Nah, I don't want to hear that." Whatever, get
Yeah,
out of
he
my
was like, "You
DMs.
soft,
Yeah.
bro." Yeah, I saw that too. I was like, man, the best thing you can do if you pull out is just don't say nothing because he will expose
Yeah.
everything that you said. So, and he gonna keep it for record too. So,
Yeah, that dude is trying to. He was like, I don't care. He don't care.
yeah, it's not a care of his. So,
Yeah, he's ready for the next one, man. Jeremy, is there anything else that you would like to share or anybody you want to shout out?
I definitely want to shout out my gym and my coach Jeremy Mayhan, man. He love that guy, man. If you need some good training, come see about it. Anybody that really want to fight, be looking out because I might have a chopped off foot, but trust me, it comes with some tenacity behind it. Whenever we lock that cage or whenever I step in that ring, so I'm looking to get into some boxing matches and all of that stuff. So anybody. I don't want a charity fight. I'm not looking forward to zero charity fights. If you're not really ready to throw down, please don't sign the line and don't even offer it to me. I want somebody that's really hungry, and because I'm hungry. Whether it's jiu-jitsu, boxing, or when I line up for MMA, I want to shout that out, and get that cleared. you know. Um, but I will take on some refugees. I will, but please be ready to fight. It's not a charity match. We're not passing around collection plate.
Yeah. How can somebody follow you on social media or stay up to date with your career?
The most I'm on is Instagram. So it's God J dot GODJDOT. You can find me on there. It's a lot of great things coming up. Like I said, I got my journey back to the cage, back to the ring, back to combat sports. You're gonna see a lot of my motorcycle content on there. I'm working on my YouTube channel. It's called Baby Leg TV. So go tap in and subscribe there. And on Facebook, you just find my name, Gary Dotson, and I'm not hard to find on there. So that's how you can get in touch with me on there. If you need anything, man, let me know. And shout out to all the amputees out there that's still persevering, man. It's not an easy life, but we just gotta be grateful for, I guess, the rest that we have left.
Awesome. Thank you so much for making time, and I'm glad
brother.
we got to do this.
Yeah, brother. Anytime, man. Anytime. Shout out to y'all for having me. I appreciate it for sure. Let me express my story and share it out there to the world, man.
Yes. This is Gardy with
Yeah.
Clear Life Media, Clear Life Combat. Jeremy, thank you once again. Make sure you follow him on social media. Stay up to date with everything he has going on. Y'all be blessed.
Yeah, man. Oh yeah, don't forget on my IG, you can go. Wait, I'm picking the wrong side. You can go cop the merch, Baby Leg. Got some Baby Leg gear. Got some shirts and got some hoodies in there. Everything, all kind of support help. Just hit me up. I'll get it out to you.